as well. So we start off in B main with a quick pop and Benji under pressure.
So such a strong sight for Heretics. BBL immediately sending it towards this side of the map though. Rians to follow things up. He's on the other side of the door here. Sheriff in hand. Missed shots. Uncharacteristic. BBL trampling the players on site. Quick punish, but Rians keeps them in it.
Yeah, and Spike down now, and there's so many bodies here for Heretics to work with.
BBL in post, you expect them to fight on the front foot, and here they have to. A quick side step from Stairs, dodging the paranoia, and it's all on Boot. 2 versus 1, his position revealed, and BBL yet to miss a beat. Another pistol round, 3 for 3 this series now. Spark, of course, on set, but stats aside, Heretics are damn good here, and they do have bodies towards B if you're baiting the potential for an anti-eco.
Yeah, I mean, there is always that opportunity. There's a lot of bullets being fired through. It's like walking on glass. And Heretics are missing so many shots. And yeah, this is not like them at all.
I mean, sure, the only weapon there was Mini Boot. The Marshall in his hands, I should say. Yeah. And so many players drop low on BBL side. They'll do a good job getting these out of the round. And I tell you what, it's flawless. I find that surprising to be in-zone flawless, meaning that only rebuy is on the armor, and another quick B hit, still going for this.
Yeah, they're really taking Heretics off guard here. And they are so unsettled. Levin all the way on stairs, still not found. And the trade's looking so good, but Boo comes out to rescue the round for Heretics.
Why this time?
That's away. This is a site that they look to manipulate Fnatic with on the attack, but Heretics much more savvy and able to stop the push straight away.
Now we get this different look from Heretics in terms of how they want to fight B main. It's the deep cam from Benji. Doesn't look like he's gone for the one-way lineup, which he has. It's the more regressed version of it. Like back from Heretics, but it's onto BBL's doorstep. They kept the space and they hold on to it.
And now it's just Boo all alone, and he's been found. Has 2 TPs, sure, but he has no line of sight to make that attempt. BBL open up A.
Benji taking his traps, packing up his stuff, and getting ready to sit in Boathouse for the next 45 seconds. It's a really well-called round from BBL in the sense that they play around with that conditioning, the tape that we've seen from this version of the triple initiator which they played previously. The last time these teams faced on Ascent, it was the Fnatic comp that they'd been running previously that we saw from BBL.
And the fact that they have 2 comps that have both won and had a good look, it is a real problem for coaches, right? Because you then begin to think, right, well, was that triple initiator just shown to upset Fnatic and what they've shown? Or is there a possibility that they could come out with the chamber, the double senti composition that Fnatic like to run as well? So it's a conundrum.
This time it doesn't look as if they're going to throw caution to the wind and discard any guns early.
Onto the site they go, and Mini Boot, he's first out. So with that, allows the spike to go down as easy as possible. Those 2 rifles still up and available for Team Heretics with 2 players on a full belt of utility.
BBL won't want to overstay their welcome, but they do play expansive Valorant.
They do, and they've got Sociable so deep in towards B main just in case, but Re-End makes the first impact on towards the BBL numbers. It's Profit that goes.
Still fighting this BBL. Oh, even invested on the round.
Yeah, need to be careful. As, well, Team Heretics close to the site, but Sociable still not identified. Finally is, and both remaining players have a gun to work with. Oh, Yampy can't quite get onto the second, and Mr. Reliable shows up once again. That'll be the second round for Heretics.
And such a big round for Heretics to win, where they were massively unfavoured, but BBL's push
far back, not one to get caught out by the null command.
Not seen this too often. It's got a trap on both sides of the map and playing from spawn.
Protect the president.
Wanted to get caught at all, but as expected, Yampy rips the ult and BBL feigning the possibility of A before they go through the middle of the map, and quick trade.
11 to get out of market, and both players towards the spawn side. That's Benji and Rienz.
Very similar situation to what we saw in the previous round. The difference being this time, Woot is flanking from main. And the aggressive control held by Yampi is towards market instead. He has now been cut from position. Profek in the meantime trying to disrupt, but caught by Woot. And now there are further problems for BBL.
There's still an ultimate to be used, and it's been ripped straight away.
Going for the fight, in towards Spawn, out into the cage, Levin let loose. Benji dropped and Woot is low. From main, he must hold up his end of the bargain. Yampi still the wedge between the lines of offense as the attack continues its push up against Woot. He will be taken down and escorted out of the round in the end. BBL make good of the situation despite the setbacks.
Yeah, maintain the 2-round lead as well, or at least retain it. And Heretics, the economy for both sides, just a little bit worrying. You always need to keep note of it. Ultimate's being used, and now ultimate advantage towards Heretics here in the next coming rounds.
Nice, Elias, insane. Insane,
From the
Elias.
prep can pay with Levin sometimes. The desk addressed it though. The Jet is where he looks best, and with 3 initiators at his back, he is the locomotive which powers this train of players right now. Roll the way up the guts through market. Miniboo, double wallbang will remove him from the situation, and the spike is still being ferried over towards the B site. But with Magnum in the meantime finding a kill, we are held at a pause for just a moment. Only Benji here on B now. BBL feeling a little more comfortable to play chase.
Yeah, but we know his Sheriff's good. We've seen an ace from it before.
An ace against BBL, no less, but that was on Sunset, and that was a different day, a different story. BBL building up this early lead with little issue against the Ecos. That was where they struggled on Icebox. Who's got to pull a worldie out of nowhere to stop the same happening here.
Yeah, with a Marshall as well. You have to take a moment to get ready for the next shot. And BBL giving nothing away to the captain of Heretics.
Absolutely not. Nice first shot from Boo. It's just a consolation. Magnum once again finding himself in the feed. The amount of rounds we've seen this guy be able to generate from his group stage performance, settling into the squad, filling the shoes of Vac from kickoff, and this point onwards, it's been a real sight to behold. But now crunch time for Heretics. The next round is the rifle.
BBL are starting the run once again. Direct Route 1 into the site, and Heretics cannot live on the sites, not at all. The utility that they're using is not allowing any safe spaces, but at least Boo gets one back onto 11.
A team which looked so comfortable playing retake against GX, but BBL a different beast entirely. Quick incision, Yampi still hanging around. Here is Miniboo, the statement of intent.
Yeah, the ultimate. Oh, the fake actually working out, blinding one of the players, and Heretics overpowering the site, leaving Yampi's luck potentially without any value. And that's exactly the case. The set retake from Heretics works, especially against a team like BBL.
The kind of humbling that you only get by making it to multiple international finals and falling short. I hate to say it, but that is the reality. These Heretics players have molded, bonded, stronger together through the tough times to finally start to see a sprinkle of success this year. And yeah, that execution from BBL in the previous round, though, still a warning. You saw on the replay with the Nightfall how instantly effective those salvos can be from Sociable. But here, Levin removed first. Yampi's closed the gap.
Look, out a shot, taking the players off guard. Wow! You know just how good he is, and how good Heretics can be once they play off one another. BBL, their old tricks are starting not to work. They're becoming ineffective, and Heretics know exactly how to deal with them now.
Heretics going through the gears, getting back into the series. This is almost what you expected. I think seeing Icebox in the veto, you wondered how much could they possibly have improved in the time that they spent on it. Any result there would be a positive, and kind of now moving into Ascent, into Haven. The drop-off caught us off guard at the start, but the rounds are starting to be collected. This was the half invest from BBL, but at a certain point you start to get concerned. This is also their attack side, and one of the real benefits to having so much power, so much utility to just send at these sites. Brienne's on cleanup duty. So for Heretics, they have a complete monopoly on that left-hand side, and with Boo finding the opening pick, it's only going to increase their chances here.
Yeah, and it could also increase the pace of BBL as they look to hit in towards A. 11 caught out by a trap, and there's bodies here for Heretics when they want to retake. Ultimate used straight away, the Hunter's Fury, and it's even got value.
Oh, second tag onto 11's huge.
That is massive. Spike going down now though, and that could be the go button press for Heretics. But no, wait a second, they're waiting to see what Wook gets.
And waiting to see what exactly it is BBL are going to do, because you expect them to go knocking, and here they are at the door.
Yeah, that they are. Door broken, ready to go. Bodies lying in wait. Crosshairs ready. Wook though gets caught off guard. In towards the site, it leaves Sociable. Sure, he has the ultimate available, but he won't be able to use it. It will be all equal after that.
This is now where the stylistic matchup starts to become worrying for BBL, if they're so easily able to attain control.
Sizable, but you never know the position that BBL can find themselves in. And that's a big space-taking ultimate, potentially one that could buy a pick or two.
It's a conversation that we had with BBL playing against Liquid for the first time, their debut of this composition, as Levin is trying to play the fake towards B. That one goes out, fizzles away, and Benji collects the info on the A push.
Yeah, and that's the harsh point about this. The fact that Levin is used as a potential red herring. Instead though, BBL have found an avenue that Yampy could potentially work with through short.
Problem is, there's no players on site, and with BBL now moving away from this one, time continues to dwindle. Yampy actually just asking for the regroup through tree, but if he goes down early, the whole thing falls. The veil, the illusion, has swiftly been removed.
As professional from Heretics, then that's two bodies late to the party, and everybody just looking towards the short push out, where Boo will be the one to knock them down, take down the whole of the Cypher setup of Benji.
BBL haven't really interacted with too much of that. It's towards B to kick things off. This setup from Heretics a strong one. The op from Whoop and Miniboo here as well would have wanted to teleport out, but now he finds himself entrenched and dice as the null command is coming in. The suppression denying, up to their knees in utility, but still Heretics thriving. BBL finally respond through the rafters. It breaks for a 3-on-3.
Yeah, but Heretics still taking their time with coming back into this one. They want everybody to be ready to go, and it's short where they look first.
Deep drone used, Sociable down, so no more ults for them to fall back on here, BBL. The knife was the heads up in towards short, but there's nobody looking in that direction from BBL right now. The door's been broken, and still Magnum facing the wrong way. Yampy remaining resolute towards Chen, but where's them? Whoa! He steps out of the shadows, draws 3 kills and the blades to boot, even yet again.
You ask where he is and he will announce himself. You know exactly how good Levin can be. A half that goes back and forth, but it's still a map that always favours Heretics. Let's see if they've got what it takes to finish. Heretics at the same time look to in towards A, but that knife was enough to delay. So was the smoke, so find themselves at an impasse in the round. Heretics at the same time, they decide, hey, right, we're going to deposit a couple players here and look to go and re-clear mid.
The one at the front of this line. 3 players on either side of this. BBL with the investment of util, but Benji plays in front. 2 quick headshots. Magnum and Levin needing more of the same and getting it done to a certain extent. Still Sociable close by. They know of this Heretics. The reload a risk, but a little bit of bait perhaps. Still no plant.
Discipline from Sociable is unbelievable though.
biding his time, looking for an opportunity to find a kill here, and Heretics will be thinking much the same. They're waiting for this push to come in, but blindsided by it, Sociable strikes. Magnum trying to creep out of trouble and will just about get away.
But look at the time, we're 20 seconds left, having to use the paranoia to get a safe space, which will work out for the utility to come straight back in as used.
Miniboo still one more flash to potentially set up his brother. Between the two of them, so much work to still be done. Magnum's got the one, and Miniboo is down to 5 HP. His contribution so far in this map overshadowed by BBL and maybe by Sociable here. Every single pistol so far going to the black and gold. Just pistols. BBL won an anti-eco previously. Who would have thought? Did they do it again?
Nah, there's no possibility. BBL know the problems that they were having with their anti-ecos, and they've shored up for the past few times that they've had to play it.
If you were really wishing for the best for Heretics, you'd be thinking about Benji and his Sheriff perhaps, and also there was a nice set piece opening from Miniboo, and those jokes are starting to feel a little bit too personal now as BBL are dropping one at a time. It's another 3v2, a Heretics advantage on the A site. They waste no time getting the spike down.
That set piece is something that Heretics have done time and time again. Bodies are low here. It's Rien's Bulldog that I'll worry about the most.
Set up. Sociable maybe thinking about going around it. No step given. Has the stun which works through walls.
That he does, and looks to play in Levin here.
Oh, Levin set up. Stun on the Gen player. Levin sort of overlooked. He's still beneath him, and all of a sudden, there you have it. Sociable cleans up. I thought he was already dead, but it took a little too long. But BBL in the end, though, it is the anti-eco, but at what cost?
Yeah, I mean, they lose everything, right? And you look at the players that were there, I mean, everybody bought up. So it will have to just be, the single Bulldog heading in towards the next one. Again, though, like as I was saying, the fact that Sociable
to try and uproot, and they have done so, but it is at the cost of utility.
No charges left.
A lot of which is regenerative in this composition, but one of the differences from the last time they played it is the salvos. Sociable will not be getting those back.
Cage triggered.
No, he will not, and thank God he doesn't, to be honest. Still though, time ticking away, and Heretics starting to finally make inroads towards mid and where they want to go. In terms of where that spike's going, another question entirely. It could be through A short.
Yeah, it's looking like a late arrival from Boo in main. But the issue is that BBL can bunker up on these sites, and you're seeing the rotation from Sociable.
You are.
Was he all too late, perhaps? We'll have to find out.
I've seen this before in terms of BBL being able to make these equal rounds get close and make Heretics uncomfortable. Whoop. Lovely flick on towards Levin on Dice, but still trying to roll the dice of BBL. And unfortunately, Hell cleared out. So that spike will go down without any issue.
Spike planted.
Heretics. Man advantage. A-site post plant. Seen it a few times already. But this one, the best chance that they've had yet. In terms of that util for BBL, a little bit left in the reserves.
There.
Yeah, but it's a key phrase that you used there, a little bit, right? Not a lot. Whoa! No way!
No way.
Magnum's done it. Brought it into the realms of possibility.
Remaining.
It's just his Sheriff that's done it alone, but Miniboo bats it away, tries to get an angle on towards the Euro and finds it.
Position
it's
of
just
Boo.
up against Boo. That paranoia will hit onto the spike. Magnum goes. What was that?
Of it all.
Yeah, I guess.
Question it as much as you like, we're right back in the saddle, and for Heretics, it's Miniboo's ult this time, weaving through heaven, revealing Profek.
There it is, but he's jumped onto the site, not been found. Yampy somehow gets Woot, and it's a Nightfall straight back in.
Cheeky positioning from Profek, does bail from the situation in the end. Even odds, or skewed in BBL's favour if you look at the track record up until now.
It's still a big swing round, and Sociable somehow found a position in which to work with. The paranoia was good, but it still allowed Miniboo to find 4, and just one more for an ace. A classic in which he tries to attempt it, and well, it'll be Benji to finish out the round. We end out at 8-8, but this is just chaotic.
It is seeing his choice at best.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Oh, okay.
And that's from the blades out.
Just another reason to get
I have
excited.
the spike.
Yeah.
If you're tuned in
Right
right
here.
now, no reason to press pause on an eco round because anything is possible, and BBL are throwing ults at this. They're throwing Levin and a flash in hand. It's a perfect setup, but he's missed every damn shot.
Couldn't have asked for anything better. But with that being said, Yampi's managed to rescue a rifle, a phantom. There is some chip here. 2 players brought down to 15. Look at Magnum Sheriff.
He's going to need another collat though.
Still wouldn't doubt him to get it.
And even to that end, he's caught the better side of the timing here. Walking up cat.
Yeah, but there's still
Going to be top mid ready for Heretics. Here's the players moving. That's the rotation. BBL in a strong position here, despite the weapons.
There was pings from the attack side towards this position though, and I think Heretics are aware.
Oh, that's the step from
Oh,
Magnum, but
no.
nobody's
30
turned their
seconds
head. Still no response. Yampi no knife yet. He's just going to go ahead and break the trap, but they're ready for them on site, ready to receive BBL.
Yeah, that they are, but remember, with Heretics popping out, it's the time that's the big issue. They don't have time to clear these corners! And that will allow BBL a thrifty round!
A pay safe card 3.
Have a discussion about Yampi's KO, by the way, because his flashes, his utility has been so good. BBL play on the front foot this time.
Get out of my way!
Don't get any value from it, unlike the last.
That's been the biggest difference in the composition for me. The knife timings as well, and with the null command and the Armageddon here, BBL have all the right tools for a retake. Inclined. It's the Teho and the KO towards B for now. And just with the amount of utility they have, this stockpile, it's a constant information game, on which they're playing into market, but as they head out, resistance from Heretics, and Hunter's Furion too.
Yeah, Sociable was thinking about the Armageddon, but decides against it. This is still not out the realms. The Heretics could win it. The Cam just misses out on Magnum though.
Disgusting position. I don't know if he popped up on the radar, but Magnum's still getting one, and now Panic Station. Sociable is forced to invest his ult. It has cut off the lifeline. The spike in the hands of Rians as time continues to tick on down. Players on the site, Levin elsewhere, 2 versus 4, effect.
Yeah, but look at Sociable's timing, brilliant. But it's up to Prophet to really hold things down. He's the one that's full of health. And the spike down on the ground, it's looking like this will be BBL to get out of the woods. It got worried, but they navigated tricky waters. It looks like it will be Prophet with the paranoia. Utility sent forward, and the bodies as well. Prophet and Sociable are completely trying to assault in towards this attack, but both players are stuck in the corner, and it'll be Sociable and Prophet found.
Counter flash from Yampi wins one more fight, but his utility belt is now empty. He's the last player left on B.
Yeah, but look, the support's coming in. The reinforcements of Levin and Magnum. I'll deny the next push out.
They're still looking for a ball, still trying to fight this.
Yeah, they know that they want to.
They've run out of utility to go in with, though, and Yampi! That's the spike that he's dropped! The rest of the players cut off!
Yeah, and the players have to fight back. But Levin's there to win it! And BBL with the sucker punch to Heretics. Seems as if it's the exact same thing, the exact same set play, and it's Magnum that's found Miniboo instead, even though it was Wook caught in the utility.
Yampi's out in mid while we take a moment. Heretics have no respite, nowhere to go. And these fights from BBL, you would never think that they would take them, but just playing around with what we know to be possible seems to be the answer to send them on their way to finally get past Heretics and vanquish their demons. That they might fall away from the chasing pack on points without those international attendances. But they've done it in the one game that really mattered against the old god that they could never get past. With the best chance at punching their ticket, Heretics immediately meeting the round result with pace. It's a mid-play made.
Who's next?
All eyes on Levin again.
Ah, but he's being found out, manages to escape, but there's a short push as well. You somehow found safety just for a moment. You look towards short, the door closed, Woot and Benji locked out.
All focus here for BBL. They have numbers, and Heretics still not scaled to sight.
Yeah, and BBL know that there's players here. The HUD doesn't reveal them, but the C's did. There's a scale through mid, but Heretics completely unlock the A site. It's sociable to pick up against 4.
Heretics shoot in to at least arrive at the 9th round as you expected. Way behind schedule, but there are rough waters they need to traverse. Otherwise, a drop down to the lower bracket with Fnatic hanging about in there amongst other teams looking to push for their own qualification to Paris. We know that Heretics have really stepped up in the mental game, and this will be the next in a list of tests. Same for BBL. Slight mid-focus, Levin through the lens, but can't lock onto a target. So it's a stalemate to start off round 22.
Levin with his operator for the first time on this defensive side as well. Heretics down. Once again, slow default.
Taking their time to explore the map and bleed as much utility from BBL as possible. We've not really seen that engaged with all too much up until this point, and that has been the most deciding factor. Brute force their way into mid and doing a pretty decent job so far.
I think this is the other thing that Heretics are doing well though, is not allowing BBL the chances, giving them any information to act upon, and Woot actually found the entry onto Yampi on A main. So the Spike looking to head this way as well.
Still numbers here for BBL though. It's both the Op and the Odin.
The operator holds it down on towards A main, but the Odin gets the first onto Miniboo through short. Still though, Heretics need to wade their way through, and as you said, team time a big component here. And the utility somewhat hitting and allows a little safe space for the Spike to get down.
Nothing to get back in on though if you're BBL. Profex found a kill, but the utility won't be there. That's where Heretics have the jump, or at least they did.
Big Hunter's Fury to be ripped onto heaven, but it's not found any hits whatsoever. So look at BBL. They're going to try and try different avenues.
Oh.
A TP onto top side, and oh, Prophet just couldn't quite get his gun out in time. A 2 versus 2 in which to try and work with. And Levin has a rifle in his hands. The time is really starting to tick away now, and a crossfire which both players can work with. And Rien's there to find his 4K. Yeah.
Now Heretics taking a page out of BBL's book. This is a pacey A-take.
It is, but is it an A-take that's really going to work, right? Because there's already early damage, and there's so many bodies here for BBL.
There is, and then back into the retake, you think of the tools, the weapons might not be there, but a bad worksman would blame them. Levin has exactly what he needs, blade in hand.
Oh, but he's caught by a trap and spammed out. Actually, it's the trap that's got the kill. And Heretics have dealt a blow to BBL's retake here.
Multiple times that we've seen this series decided.
Remember, Heretics have become aware of how BBL want to play through the mains and be aggressive. That's why we're seeing such a slow start to the rounds. Gambit-esque in the way that they're just waiting to see what their opponents do.
Drawing on some of EMEA's finest. They're giving it their own spin. Heretics always having to stay ahead of the curve, to stay relevant regionally. Reinventing themselves. This composition, the next in a long list of approaches that they've shown on Ascent, and one which has worked best. The partnership of Woot and Miniboo remaining steadfast towards top mid as they're beginning their approach, but you can see BBL not making early investments with the utility this time, sitting on as much as they possibly can as the clock continues to tick down. The bottom of the hourglass filling up with sand. Heretics not yet dead and buried. One last play towards B as Miniboo fakes the other side of the map.
30 seconds. remaining. Time
30
ticking
seconds
low.
left.
A trap in B main for the spike to try and get through. And Levin just lying in wait, drops the spike. BBL in prime opportunity to win out the series right now. And a chance to put themselves in the best possible spot to qualify to champs.
For BBL, their dream is all but reality waiting to happen. And like a clock turns its hand,